Hi, welcome to the Open the Door to Tai Chi Beginning Homework series. These videos are intended for you to start to learn some of the movements of Tai Chi. Now, whether you found us because you're taking a class from a certified Open the Door instructor or you're just looking to learn some Tai Chi, this is what those videos will help you do. Of course, Tai Chi is much more than just learning the individual movements. Throughout these videos, you'll hear me refer to some of the underlying principles, things like columns or moving from the dantian. As you learn more Tai Chi and you learn the flow of the form, you'll also learn to apply these underlying principles. And that's where the benefits of Tai Chi really start to happen as you understand those underlying principles. But as a beginner right now, don't worry about that too much. I want you to enjoy these videos, learn the individual movements, and keep going with Tai Chi. Welcome to your beginning Tai Chi homework number 1. The first movement that we're going to do is called hold the ball. It's a transitional movement, but it's a very important movement. Bringing your weight all the way over onto your right side, bring your right hand high and your left hand underneath as if you're holding a ball. And then step to the left, and now your left hand comes high and the right hand is underneath. As you shift side to side, think about that weight coming all the way over onto what we call our outside column. Holding the ball, making sure that your elbow does not stick up like this. Let it relax down. If you have it up, it's just going to cause tension in your shoulder and in your neck. So keep that elbow nice and relaxed and hold the ball. Now we're going to move on to Chi walking. Chi walking is not a movement in the form necessarily, but it's the basis of all the movement in the form. Bringing your left foot forward, bring a little bit of weight onto that left foot, then rock back. Turn your body by opening it up about 45 degrees. Now bring all the weight onto that left and step straight forward with the right. Bringing a little bit of weight forward onto the right, rock back. Now bringing all the weight onto that right and step straight forward with the left. So this Chi walking, if you can consider the imaginary water flowing from one leg into the next, that will help you, because what you want to accomplish is you want to let the one leg become completely empty before you lift it. So let's try it again, stepping forward with that left, bring a little bit of weight forward, rock back, open yourself up. Now, as you bring the weight onto that left, imagine water flowing from the right into the left, and let that right leg become completely empty before you step forward. Now bring the weight a little bit onto the right, rock back, open yourself up. Now let all that water flow from the left into the right, letting this left leg become completely empty before you bring it forward. So now we're going to move on to a movement called pushing Chi. I want you to bring your left foot forward, bring your hands to your hips. Bring yourself a little bit forward by bending both knees and then rock back. It's not a big movement. Rocking forward and rocking back. One more, rock forward and rock back. I want you to bring your hands to the level of your dantian. Your dantian is 2 inches in from your belly button and 2 inches down. As you go forward with pushing Chi, now your hands are going to float up and out. And then as you come back, your hands come back towards your dantian. Let your hands float out and come back. So as you're doing your pushing Chi, I want you to think about moving from your dantian, because you want to keep yourself in good alignment. If you start to think about your hands, this is what happens, and this is not a good position. So this is not pushing Chi. We move from the dantian in Tai Chi. Good. Now we're going to do it on the other side. I just want to quick show you the breathing that goes with pushing chi. You take a nice deep breath in as you're here, then you're breathing out as you push away. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. So the next movement in this beginning Tai Chi homework number 1 is brush knee. I want you to imagine a ball. You're going to bring your weight over to your right side, holding that ball over at your right hip. You're going to step forward with the left foot. You're going to bring those hands up slightly and then brush this left hand across and the right hand comes out. It's called brush knee. So bringing your hands over to your right hip, step forward with that left, bringing the hands up slightly, brush the left hand across, and the right hand comes out. Now you do it on the other side. So bring your weight over to the left, holding that ball at your left hip. Step forward with your right, bringing those hands up, brush the right hand across, and the left hand comes out. One more time on this side, holding the ball at your left hip, step forward with the right, bring those hands up, then the right hand brushes across and the left hand comes out. Now we're going to put that in a sequence moving forward, and we're actually going to use the chi walking, rocking back and forth as well. So starting on your right with your hands at your right hip, step forward with the left, brush that left hand across. Now you're going to rock back just like you did in chi walking, holding that ball to your left hip, step forward with your right, and brush forward. One more step, hold that ball at your right hip as you rock back, and then step forward, brush knee. The next movement is actually a series of movements that I call the ward-off sequence. And it starts with ward off, and then you go into a roll back, you grasp the bird's tail, then you roll back, and then you actually end with pushing chi, which you already know. But let's start with that first little movement, ward off. You actually start with that. Remember I told you hold the ball was a transitional move. You're going to hold the ball with your weight to the right, your right hand is high, your left hand is down. As you step out with your left leg, you're going to bring this left hand up to make that ball small. You're just bringing that hand up just like that. Now you carry that ball across your body, and this is your ward off. You're dropping those elbows. This is your grasp the bird's tail. Then you take that ball. You can see a ball between my hands. You take that ball down to your right hip, then coming across, place that right hand on your left wrist, and then you come into that pushing chi that you already know. So let's do that again on that side, and then we actually do it on the other side as well. You're starting with your hold the ball. Remember your ball is right here. As you step out with that left foot, you make that ball small by bringing that left hand up. Then you turn your whole body. This is your ward off. Grasp the bird's tail. Roll back by bringing that ball down to your right hip. Rotating, this is a rotate and press. You put your right hand on your left wrist, and then you come into your pushing chi. I know that's a lot of movement, but this is what the homework is for you to practice. So now we're going to try it on the other side. You're going to hold the ball to the left, step out with your right. Now you're bringing that right hand up to make the ball small. Then you're turning your entire body into that ward off. Dropping those elbows, grasp the bird's tail. Then you roll back by bringing that ball down to your left hip. Then rotating, now the left hand is on the right wrist. Separate, come into that pushing chi. So one more time on that side, and then we'll put the two of them together like you do in the form. Holding the ball to the left, step out with your right foot. Bring that right hand up to make the ball small, turning your entire body ward off. Drop those elbows, grasp the bird's tail. Roll back, bringing it down to your left hip. Turning, this is a press by putting that left hand on the right wrist and then pushing chi. So now let's put the two of those together. The ward-off sequence goes on both sides of your body. We're going to start on the right, step out with the left, making that ball small, ward off. Grasp the bird's tail, roll back, rotate and press, pushing chi. Now to transition, all you do is open yourself up, bringing that right hand across, then bringing your weight back to the left, so now you're holding the ball to the left. Step out, ward off, grasp the bird's tail, roll back, rotate and press, pushing chi. And that ends your beginning homework number 1.